Blake Lively is in hot water again, this time for something that might just flip the entire narrative she's been trying to push. While she's out here suing Justin Baldoni for alleged misconduct on set, an old behind-the-scenes moment from A Simple Favor has resurfaced, and it's not aging well. Turns out Blake was the one improvising, and it wasn't exactly harmless improv. We're talking about a scene where she grabs her co-star Henry Golding's crotch. Yeah, you heard that right. Now, at first glance, the moment looks scripted, acted, rehearsed, until you dig a little deeper. Blake herself admits in the film's Blu-ray commentary that the scene was improvised. She says she felt like it was something her character would do, so she just went for it. But here's the kicker. Fans are now calling her a hypocrite because that's the exact same reasoning she's accusing Justin Baldoni of using: improvising, touching without consent, making her uncomfortable on set. So, is it okay when she does it? Social media is not holding back. One commenter pointed out Henry Golding looked visibly uncomfortable in that moment. Another said, her fans will defend her even when the evidence is right in front of them, but they'll call Justin Baldoni a creep. And honestly, that's the conversation happening right now. Why is Blake getting a pass when she's calling out others for doing the same thing? Her team is trying to put out the fire, claiming she collaborated with the director and Henry before filming the scene. According to them, everyone was cool with it, and it was a creative choice. Meanwhile, they're contrasting that with Justin's alleged behavior, saying he didn't ask for consent, improvised more intimate scenes each take, and made her deeply uncomfortable. And to be clear, if that's all true, that's serious and valid. But the internet being the internet, people are dissecting every second of that A Simple Favor clip and asking, did she really get permission, or is this retroactive damage control? But wait, Blake's PR mess didn't stop on set. Because nothing screams relatable celebrity like casually working at a donut shop, right? Blake popped into Rise Donuts in Wilton, Connecticut, a cute little family-run spot, and decided to serve up some pastries. But instead of good vibes and sugary smiles, she served backlash. Why? Because she wore her long hair down the entire time while handling food. No hairnet, no tie back, nothing. Just vibes and loose strands flying near the crullers. Now the Wilton Health Department is investigating. Multiple complaints were filed. People pointed out federal food safety regulations require anyone with long hair, yes, even celebrities, to wear proper coverings when handling food. Even Yelp had to step in and temporarily disable the donut shop's page because it got hit with a wave of one-star reviews. Which, okay, that's a little extreme, but people were not impressed by Blake's food safety cosplay. Some fans saw right through the PR play, calling it a staged moment to make her seem more down-to-earth in the middle of her lawsuit drama. And the worst part? Blake's team is allegedly blaming, yep, you guessed it, Justin Baldoni. Apparently, this is all just more backlash from his camp trying to smear her image. But at this point, blaming Justin for everything from a courtroom complaint to a donut shop hygiene violation is starting to look a little desperate. And listen, this isn't about taking sides, it's about pointing out the contradictions. If Blake's suing someone for improvising a physical scene without her consent, but then admits to doing something super similar to a male co-star, that opens the door to fair criticism. The defense that everyone agreed to it only works if it's consistent. If you're demanding consent, that should go both ways. No matter your gender, no matter your role on set. Meanwhile, Blake's attempt to soften the blow with this donut detour completely backfired. Instead of charming people, she grossed them out. Podcast host Zach Peters said, "Why isn't her hair pulled back? You, donuts with hair. Honestly, same." She posted all proud, saying, "This is what my happy place looks like." But now that happy place is under investigation and her relatable post is aging like milk. Look, Blake Lively is known for that golden mane. She's built a brand on it, has a whole hair care line. But maybe that's the problem here. When your identity is built around being glamorous and perfect, even your PR stunts start to feel a little too polished, a little too rehearsed. Except this one just looked careless. A source close to Blake claims the complaints came from people who don't even live in Connecticut and are just trying to tear down a small business. But again, who brought that small business into the spotlight in the first place? You can't pose for food photos with your hair all over the product and then act shocked when people say, gross. So between the resurfaced movie moment with Henry Golding and the hair in the donuts disaster, Blake's getting a heavy dose of internet accountability. And trying to deflect every piece of criticism by tying it back to Justin Baldoni isn't exactly landing. If anything, the comparisons are starting to prove her own point, and not in the way she hoped. Anyway, while Blake battles legal drama, PR flops, and health department investigations, I got this really sweet letter I wanted to share. It's from Michelle. Hi, Michelle. She wrote, Keep doing you. Love you for the diligence you bring to the table. So sweet, and shout out to Pascal Productions for the cute little note. I appreciate every single one of you who watches and supports, seriously. And if you've ever worked in food service, you probably cringed watching that donut clip just as hard as I did. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Are people being too hard on Blake, or is this just fair backlash? I'll be back soon with another deep dive. Until then, keep those buns covered, especially if they're glazed. Bye, guys.